Hey everybody, welcome back to another video today. Today we're just going to be doing some normal product research in Helium 10. Just thought I would show you my whole criteria I set up. Kind of just have a whole product research method type of video for you guys today, just to really teach you guys how I go about finding products, just to be super transparent with you guys. And so yeah, without further ado, like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So here we are in good old Helium 10. I've been using this for years, honestly, at this point. Apologize if I sound a little congested or sick. I'm just getting over sickness a bit. But doesn't stop me from trying to help the future entrepreneurs in our world and people who are hungry to start a business. So when trying to find a product to sell on Amazon, there's multiple criteria I look for. One, I want the customer to not be looking for the cheapest option. As in, I want them to be an enthusiast. I want them to be willing to spend more. Whether it's a problem I'm solving or a hobby that they do, they need to have a brand that is not yet being served to them that I can create that's way better, has the best branding, has the coolest character, best packaging, etc. So that is the first criteria I'm looking for. Second criteria, I'm looking for a market that isn't too competitive but has significant amount of demand. What we're taught is to kind of be afraid of reviews. I'm not in particularly afraid of reviews at all, to be honest. I honestly like a lot of reviews in a market because that means the market is old and not saturated, or it's old and it's not brand new and gonna become saturated with all these newer sellers. I want a market where the market's old, no one's coming out with anything, and it's been super long, so it's in need of something like a newer, brand new 2020-ish type of brand to come out and kill it with something better and new. So that's number two. And then I would say number three, I need to find a market where my margins are at least over 35%. And I say market, but it's really product. I want to find a product where my margins are at least 35%, more closer to 40%. I've been actually really into these markets lately that are 20-ish dollars to 30, because I can get those products for $2 or $3, and so super cheap. And my margins could be like 50%, but that's kind of a little bit off topic. But so if we'll type this in for search volume, I want anything above 3,000. I want a significant amount of search volume, because if the main search term has 3,000, I know the subcategory search terms probably have 1 or 2,000 or even 500. That adds up to over 10,000. As for what I look for in total search volume for a market, I want anything above like 10 or 15,000, because that signifies that there's actually a market available to sell in to that customer. For monthly revenue, we'll type in 20,000, because I want to be making at least 7 to 8K in profit. And I know anything over 20K, I will probably spend around 3 or 4K in revenue. And if I have a 40 or 50% margin, I should be able to profit above 6 or 7,000. So I'm looking for those types of markets. For price, I want anything above $20, but I don't want to go too high. I want to only be between $20 and $40. And then review count, like I said, I really don't care about reviews. If anything, I want to see a market with a seller that has over 700 reviews, but no max. I mean, maybe we could put a max of 50,000, so where it's not somebody that's completely destroying it and has 90% share of the market. But, I don't really care too much about reviews. So for categories, this is where we really get nitpicky. We're trying to find a customer who's willing to spend more and is enthusiastic about what they're buying, or it's a problem that we're solving. So in those markets, I like to think of arts, crafts, and sewing as that. Automotive, somebody who's really passionate about their car maybe, or fixing their car, any aspect about their car. Let's see. Patio, lawn, and garden is good. I mean, obviously there's markets that only sell for 6 or 7 months out of the year, but that doesn't mean you can't sell decently on those off months and then sell amazing on those amazing months to average out to be a very good level of sales. Pet supplies, I tend to stay away from, because it's very specific, and I've noticed a lot of cost per clicks are a little bit high on the pet supplies area, but we'll do it anyways. You never know. There's always older markets I've missed in that area. And then we'll go industrial scientific. So those are my criteria. And then as for competing products, I don't care about this. Competitor revenue, this is interesting. I want to see at least 8 people, minimum 8 people in the market, 8 different products making above 10K in revenue. So I want to know that there's significant stretch of revenue going on, and not there's not just one person making like 100K. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna click search. So that was my exact, literally exact criteria I just gave you for how I product research in Helium 10. You guys can copy it. I'm sure you guys can find some good ideas, but I don't know why I put 19,999. I really don't know why I put that, but I guess we'll just go with it. That's funny. Roach spray, roach gel. If anybody watched the previous videos, comment down below. That's literally a market we were diving really into in the previous videos. Really good market. Definitely have some opportunity there. There is like certification you need to get though for it. I believe it's like a $3,000 or $4,000 certificate you need to get to sell in those types of markets. But sometimes barrier to entry is good. It means that you can literally, there's fewer people there to go in those markets because the barrier is harder to get into. Which could be a plus. So I'm gonna scroll down and see if I can find anything, and I will get right back to you. So after scrolling for a bit, there is one market I actually kind of found that is interesting to me. I might have looked at this market before, but it's called a squirrel repellent. So it's very specific, and what I notice is the search volume trend, like I said, isn't that bad. And when I mean isn't bad, like when it dips down, we're still having over 10,000 people searching, which I said is totally fine. And then in our spikes, it's very solid. And what I noticed when I went into Amazon and looked around, I didn't really see good branding in it. I saw really old branding, which I love to see. And I love these sprays, squirrel repellent sprays, all that. So if I was going into this market, I would love to probably go in the spray area and create like a really cool, like edgy type of squirrel that covers the whole entire spray, and have this new like design that looks really cool, that sticks out from the rest. 'Cause that would be, in my eyes, a way to win. Also, a way to win also is I see a low average review count, which is telling me that there's opportunity to improve the product, that you can add to your branding. So I would look into those as well. So found one opportunity. I'm gonna see if I can find a second one though, but that literally took me 3 or 4 minutes to find a decent opportunity. So if we make the excuse that I can't find a product, sometimes we just need to keep upgrading our knowledge and keep reaching another level, and we'll be able to find things within minutes. But I've been doing this for 5 years now, so it's very kind of a little bit easier. So I haven't been able to find anything specific after the squirrel repellent. So I'm gonna narrow down our search a bit more, and we're gonna cut out pet supplies. I knew that really wouldn't work for some reason. And we'll even cut out industrial and scientific. Actually, we'll keep industrial scientific. We'll cut out patio, lot, and garden, and we'll go health and household, and we'll see how that goes. And this is the process of finding things. I mean, it just takes time sometimes. You just have to keep searching, because there's so many markets on Amazon, and there's so many criteria we're looking for to really find a good selling product. Whether it's search conversion that we want, like I said, above a 7% search conversion, cost per click's low, you get it. So this is an interesting market that I've definitely never seen a dominating, cool, edgy brand for. Tonkat Ali. I probably said that completely wrong, and you can comment down below and make fun of me if you want. I would love it, honestly, because I totally said that wrong. But it's a testosterone supplement. I've taken it before, and my testosterone definitely went up because I was having a lot of a period of being tired, right? So when I click in this market, first of all, search volume is really good. Very consistent search volume. You can see, if anything, it's growing. So you can imagine 50 to 60K and by next year probably in search volume, because our trend is only going like this. Tonga Ali, there's been all this bad branding for. I mean, like, all of this just makes me want to keep scrolling. And the cool thing about this type of product is you can get it for very cheap. And I'm sure with the help of ChatGPT, you can come up with a really cool, edgy branding for it, of like a character who has the ability to launch your testosterone up. But like, this is all really boring stuff I'm looking at. And the whole goal when I'm scrolling down on Amazon, I'm a customer right now, let's say, I'm scrolling down, I need to be able to stop because I see something that catches my interest, right? Like this made me look right here because it's so simple. But they don't have a character, but I love the darkness of it. That made me stop. But we want to make them stop and then click, is the biggest goal. So my next goals would be in this market would be to look up the search conversion in Product Opportunity Explorer, which I've taught you guys how to do, and then look up the cost per clicks on Helium 10, doing magnet. And I have previous videos on that as well. But found two opportunities today. Just was very interesting opportunities. Obviously, do your own research on them, but just wanted a guy to give you guys my criteria in Helium 10. Most importantly, I love this extension. I use it practically almost every day when I'm bored. In the evening, I'll just product research and see if I can find something. But if you like today's video, though, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. If you want me to create more of these product research method types of videos, let me know. Leave a comment down below. And hope you guys have an amazing day and week. Take care. Bye-bye.